Welcome to Shades of Success. I'm your host, Adrian Leckie. For those who are new, Shades of Success is a Toronto-based podcast where we redefine success. We interview trailblazers, creators, and young professionals who are racialized in Toronto, learn about their stories, and find ways to empower others to redefine their path to success. So today, we are live and direct from the Fort York Library. Shout outs to the studio, and we are here with a special guest. So I want to say hello and introduce Pan Seth, who is the founder of Strugglers. Pan, how are you doing today?
Awesome. So good to be here.
All right. So a small story about Pan and I. We actually met at the Archangel Summit about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And from beginning, when I walked into the conference, she was there seated, full of energy, ready to engage. And who would know months later that we would be podcasting? So I want to throw this at you first. Archangel Summit, you had the opportunity to go and hear about many different professionals and be inspired. How was that experience like for you?
I loved it. I think it was like a very eye-opening and very grounding journey because at that time, people came off as being very vocal about their struggles and, being open about, we had the disability speaker, Lauren, and, a lot of stories hit chords, and kind of really, left us with that empowering feeling, that vibe at the end of the day that, oh my God, if they can do it, I can also do it. If somebody is I remember somebody saying that, they suffered with cancer and the near death accident, and still, today they are shining and, empowering so many people. So I'm like, yeah, well, when, at this age, he's overcome 3-4 near death experiences and he's still standing here and shining like a star. So why not me?
Wow.
For sure.
When we ended the conference, we both said that by next year we would be coming back to Archangel Summit as well.
Yeah.
And we both had our own goals set too. Do you remember yours?
Yes.
What was yours?
I said that we'll launch Strugglers and we'll make it really big and we'll come back and we'll celebrate it.
Okay. And on my end, my focus was one, I wanted to be able to develop my public speaking company. And also, I wanted TEDx to happen as well. And update you, I actually haven't told you this, but I applied for a TEDx at the campus that I work with. I have an interview with them tomorrow. So hey,
exciting.
Cross the fingers. By the time you're all listening to this, maybe I get the acceptance. Who knows? If I didn't get it, I'm editing this out.
Why not? Why not? And did you go do it through the thought leaders?
No. So when I was on campus, they were doing promotions for the TEDx that was happening. It's going to be happening in, I think it's either January or February.
Okay.
So they did applications in early October, applied for it. And so they're just checking to see what the message I'm hoping to share is. So, hey.
Wow, you
we'll
must
see
be
how it is.
preparing for it.
Oh,
So exciting. And when I do my
Hey, I'll be ready
TEDx
for that.
talk, I'll speak with you.
I'll be ready for you.
Okay.
And the other thing I thought was really cool before we get started, sorry, I'm just a huge fan of yours as well, is I noticed a tattoo on your wrist as well. Can you share a bit about that?
Yeah. Oh, yes. I did it in 10th grade when I was traveling with my family. And this was my first tattoo. And I made it with my father. So it is it represents like a crown. And because I'm my father's princess, and I will always be his princess, whatever age that may be. So I think we love it together. And we did this tattoo together. And it'll always bond me with him wherever he is and wherever I am. The distance doesn't matter.
Wow, that's powerful. All right. Well, I have a few questions lined up for you too to talk about your journey. Good segue in you talking about being a princess, 'cause you're also the queen of strugglers as well. So would you be able to introduce yourself a bit more and share a bit about your journey that led you to launch Strugglers?
Yeah, absolutely. So, hi, I'm Pan. I'm a purpose driven person, a passionate mom, a data scientist by profession, but an entrepreneur by choice. My journey to founding Strugglers began in one of the most challenging times of my life. I was laid off in maternity. I battled postpartum depression, faced relationship breakdown and financial struggles, all while trying to take care of my newborn in a foreign land. So it was one of these days which was the pivotal moment for me. My marriage was crumbling and it was another day of chaos. But But by that time, I had had enough. So I made a decision. Instead of hiding, I stepped out of the house and I handed over my baby to my mother. And I went on to attend this women empowerment event that was happening nearby. And I had my strugglers hoodie on, which said "Mental health matters, even in a crazy world." Little did I know how pivotal that would be and how important significant that would become. So that day, I found myself speaking in front of strangers, bearing my struggle, literally. The response was overwhelming. People not only heard me, but they connected with my story. I won my first pitch competition that day. But what I discovered and what I gained was far more valuable, and that is clarity. Holding my award in one hand, uh, I realized something very powerful. Our struggles, our struggles don't define us; they make us stronger. And that went on to become the struggler's first tagline: "Wear your struggles proudly."
Wow, that's incredible. The fact that you're able to take such a dark time in your life and transform it to such a light as well, not only for yourself when it comes to building this movement that you have, but also for the people who are rocking your gear. So that's incredible. As y'all can see, I'm also rocking the
I
Strugglers
love it
shirt
on you.
as
I
well.
love that
Hey,
color.
thank you very much. And I think the thing that resonated with me with this one as well, you have the Superman colors too, and I'm all about that, which is awesome. But the same thing is like being able to have whether it be my struggle or the thing I'm working towards to broadcast out there. There's a boldness with it. And I think
Yes.
it's so powerful that you're creating these opportunities for people and for entrepreneurs as well.
Oh, I will be talking a lot about entrepreneurs for sure.
Yes.
It's going to be about entrepreneurs. Yeah, I have a special connection with them.
Wow. So one thing that's incredible about your journey was your transition from your previous profession in data science and going into entrepreneurship. It's phenomenal. So what challenges did you face along the way, and how did it help you shape the Strugglers brand?
Yeah, absolutely. So once I won that pitch competition, I started immersing myself in the entrepreneur journey and attending many of these events. I think that's how we met at the Archangel. So here I was thinking that I was struggling alone. But when I met entrepreneur after entrepreneur, it dawned on me that, behind every success story, there's somebody who's working on the weekends while everyone is partying, somebody who's putting their comfort zone on the line, who are sacrificing their regular paychecks, who's putting relationships on the line and ditching their comfort zones. And for what? To create an impact, to make something bigger. You see, as entrepreneurs, we have a huge responsibility on our shoulders to change the world. And to empower the entrepreneurs, I think for me is the biggest service to mankind. So right now at Strugglers, our goal is to empower the entrepreneurs to own their story and turn their struggles into the superpowers to fuel their success.
And so, with your brand, we need to talk about the elephant in the room now, which is traditional business attire. We've all been told, yeah, I got to dress for success. And what that looks like is, uptight suit, formal wear. But the fact that you're able to have these on graphic tees as well is phenomenal. So can you share how Strugglers is challenging this long-standing notion, and why should entrepreneurs rethink their wardrobe choices?
You know what's fascinating? After meeting entrepreneurs, I realized something that every day incredible entrepreneurs are showing up to investor meetings feeling invisible. They are leading huge teams feeling disconnected from their message. They're speaking at public events feeling like they're wearing a costume. You see, we are all trying to show up as powerful leaders, but our wardrobe, it's not working for us. It's working against us. And, we've all heard, right? Dress like a shark to feel like a shark. But tell me, like dressing like everyone else in the room, does it give you their confidence? Or does that make you another face in the room? That is where Strugglers comes in. See, when you wear your mantra, something that truly resonates with your journey, you feel authentic because you're literally wearing your truth. And that authenticity transforms into genuine confidence. And that confidence, it shows up in every pitch that lands and every deal that closes. At Strugglers, we enable entrepreneurs to show up as their most authentic, most powerful selves. Because when we feel powerful, we do powerful things.
The one thing I really like about that is when you're talking about how when you put on a suit or whatever, you kind of like blend in with the crowd. But
You're trying to live up to somebody else's expectations of how an entrepreneur should look like. Is that really you? Like, that beige suit, trying to look like a shark. They already have their confidence, but we entrepreneurs, like a lot of us, are really just starting out, starting to get into that shoes, starting to find that confidence even within ourselves. And the strugglers speaks to those.
yes. I feel like you feel like an imposter when you're kind of like in something that you don't really feel represents you as well. So being able to have, I love how you said, having your mantra on you, what you represent, and wearing that with you no matter where you are, it's amazing.
And how that translates into confidence.
Yes. So my next question for you, if you had to pinpoint one tangible return on investment that entrepreneurs would get from wearing strugglers, beyond the confidence boost, of course, like what would it be?
The most powerful return on investment, I'd say that it completely transforms the way you network. It takes me back to the event where I experienced this firsthand. We had just launched, and I was at this networking event, clutching this freshly printed pamphlets of strugglers. And I was feeling completely out of place, because the irony of it, here I am, the founder of a brand about empowerment, and yet completely feeling invisible myself. Uh, at that point, something happened that completely changed everything. Two people approached me, pointing at my T-shirt. It said, "Heroes don't wait for opportunities; they create them." Uh, and we started like talking about our entrepreneur journeys, our struggles, our fears. It wasn't just small talk; it was real connection. And that's when it hit me. This is why I created Strugglers. It's not about wearing motivational quotes. It's about wearing something that resonates with your journey, your truth. And when you do that, you naturally attract people who vibe with the same struggles, the same aspiration. And that's where the magic happens. The walls come down, real conversations begin, and you connect on a deeper level almost instantly.
That's amazing. Of so many opportunities when you're walking with someone wearing their shirts, like, okay, this is what represents you. Let's go and talk about that. It's really easy to
And
show up.
just in case if I'm going through that struggle, I directly go on to that, that, oh my God, that's your struggle, that's my fear too, and that's how you connect on a deeper level, almost instantly.
So, I guess in relation to being able to be authentic and being real, um, we're in a society that's really obsessed with those overnight success stories as well. So, Strugglers takes a radically different approach by celebrating the journey, including the hard times. So, what inspired you to create a brand that embraces struggle rather than hiding them?
I know, right? We live in this highlight reel world where everyone's talking about the high points, but nobody's talking about the messy middle. Why is everyone talking about their success? Why is everyone hiding their struggles? Has anyone become successful without struggle? At Strugglers, we are completely flipping that perspective on its head. It's not only about looking good, it's feeling powerful in your truth. See, when you walk up to the investor meetings or you step up to lead your team, you should wear something that amplifies your story and not hides them.
Well, with that, I'm approaching my last question here. But before I do, I wanted to take the space to recognize you. I think in hearing your powerful journey as well, I think it's inspiring for all up and coming entrepreneurs to really think about how they could embrace their challenges and use that at the forefront when it comes to them being resilient and doing the work. And also thinking about how it could be a guiding light for others to do the same. And being able to see the amount of work and impact that you've been able to do within the past 3 months, it's truly inspiring. So I just wanted to make sure I recognize you and give you your flowers as well,
Thank
and
you.
really appreciate you taking the time to be here today.
Thank you so much. That
Of
means a
course.
lot. Thank you for coming.
Oh, of course. My pleasure. So with that, one thing I love closing Shades of Success with is learning about our root question. So strugglers redefine success beyond just achievements. So for you personally, how do you define success?
I think success for me is transformation. If you're able to transform the lives of the people you want to serve, then you're successful.
That's Powerful. All right. Well, thank you, Pan, for joining me today. If folks are interested in following you and following your journey, where can they find you?
Cool. I'm primarily on LinkedIn, so come say hi anytime. You can follow us at Go Strugglers on Instagram and um, visit us on our website, strugglers.co, and find something that resonates with your journey.
And thank you all for joining us for another episode of Shades of Success. So if you're interested in continuing to follow Shades of Success, feel free to follow us at Shades of Success on Instagram. So, and we also launched the website, adrianleckie.com as well. So if you're looking for coaching or looking to find ways to have me as a speaker, feel free to join the movement. So with that, take care, everyone, and keep on redefining your success.